What's good, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about the Radar Station UAV Platform Keycard. So this keycard goes on the auction for 2.7 million, making it one of the most expensive keycards in Delta Force. So this keycard is used on the third floor of the labs or at the very north of the map. So in this video, we're going to be starting off on the third floor. But before we continue, guys, if you wouldn't mind taking a quick second to subscribe to the channel, it takes less than a second for you to do so. I am working my ass off to push towards 1,000, hit that milestone. So I would be very grateful for all of your support. It doesn't cost you anything. So now that the shameless plug is out of the way, let's continue with the video. So with this keycard, there's one important thing you have to check first. This location has two entrances. There's a keycard on the left and a keycard on the right, both of which take you to the same point. So before you commit to using one of the 20 uses of this keycard, quickly make sure that nobody else has used the other end. For example, there was one raid where I was about to use the one on the right, and then I realized that somebody had already used it on the left, so it had already been looted. So do yourself the favor, be thorough before you waste a usage on this keycard. Make sure that nobody else has used it first, alright? And one important thing about this that other, extraction shooters don't do, to my knowledge anyway, is that you have priority. So if you guys have played Escape from Tarkov, there's nothing worse when you use a marked room keycard and your teammates go in and take all the high tier loot. In this, you have priority. So for example, if you use the keycard to unlock whatever door, you get about 45 seconds of priority, so nobody else in your team can loot that room until the 45 seconds is up, giving you more than enough time to loot all the high tier things behind the locked door. So that's obviously good for you to know. Make sure that the door hasn't already been used, and obviously don't worry about everybody else taking your shit. So let's talk about the loot. 2.7 million is a hell of a lot of money to be spending on a keycard when you don't know what's going to be lying behind it, which is why we're making this video, so make sure to like it. Behind this locked door platform, you can expect to find a safe, 2 premium containers, and a hell of a lot of loose loot lying on the ground. So I used this keycard 20 times, and I was in a hell of a lot of PvP fights as well. So when you buy this card, bear in mind, you have to expect that you may not survive and walk out with the loot that you get from behind it. So there is a huge risk factor in here because it's high area for PvP. Now, the loot itself, I'm not going to lie, guys, I did find it very underwhelming. There was so many keyboards on the floor, so many power supply units, and, a couple of relays. I think out of the 20 times that I used this keycard, I only walked away with 2 reds, which was the same item. So I picked up a military UAV. That's 500k and some change for a 4-slot item. So great, brilliant, we picked up 2 of that. So of the two times I used this, with that, I broke an easy, 1.1 million, 1.2 million. But we're still 1.5 or 1.6 million to make up for in order to break even, let alone turn a profit. The loose loot that I found on the ground, guys, maybe I found binoculars at 100k a piece, but still not worth it really, because the items that you get in the safe, maybe the odd occasion you would get like a 40k item for 1 slot. But bear in mind, you're spending 2.7 million on this keycard. Now, a lot of the times in the premium containers, you would find maybe a bag or you would find like documents and stuff with absolutely no value whatsoever. 9 times out of 10, you would already have better things in your bag, or again replace some of the items that you already pick up later on during the raid. So overall, guys, the loot in this is not worth it. Definitely not worth 2.7 million. It can give you a little bit of a tactical advantage if anybody runs up and you camp that area, and you just get the drop on them from above, because it's not a common place for everybody to be. That would be something then, obviously, if you utilize the key that way to at least make money by that use by taking everybody else's stuff, then then that would be a way to look at it. But overall, from a looting perspective, is this keycard worth it? Absolutely not, guys. So bear in mind, this was all recorded and carried out on an alpha. Whether the loot pool has changed behind these doors, then obviously I'll do another video when the early access gets released. So make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all things Delta Force. So that's pretty much the video right now, guys. I know it was a little bit of a longer one, but, there's a lot to take into consideration with this key. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel for all things Delta Force. And now the video is over. You can extract yourself, and happy raids, guys.